INFJs often feel misunderstood. Perhaps it's because they're quiet and reserved and tend to share their deepest thoughts and feelings only with selected people. Or maybe it's because they are so rare, making up less than 1% of the population. More likely though, it's because they are walking, talking contradictions. As introverts who want to help people, and feelers who love logic, they can seem confusing, even to themselves. These contrary characteristics are not due to a lack of conviction or an intent to mislead. We all know that INFJs value personal integrity very highly. No, the reason INFJs are confusing is because they are complex people who are struggling to understand themselves. But once they do, they can use their plethora of paradoxes to truly make the world a better place. Here are the top 10 contradictory traits of the INFJ. And we are starting right now. Number 1. Introverted and people-oriented. The dominant function of INFJs is introverted intuition, which means they focus primarily on their internal world of ideas. But their auxiliary function is extroverted feeling, which gives them a focus on people. In her book, What's Your Type of Career?, psychologist Donna Dunning calls INFJs compassionate visionaries because they have a values-based focus that emphasizes the needs and feelings of people. This contradiction means that INFJs are torn between their need to socialize and their need for time alone to think. As an INFJ, you enjoy spending time with people. But if you've spent too much time around others, you feel exhausted, burned out and need several days to recuperate. But that doesn't stop you being a shoulder to cry on. Number 2. Crave connections and feel overwhelmed. Unlike many other types, INFJs need more than just company. An evening spent chatting is a night out from hell. What INFJs really need from their interactions is a meaningful connection. They want to get to know other people deeply, their passions, desires, and motives. And they want other people to know them deeply in return. But this process is exhausting because we're forever seeking a level of intimacy that other people don't often share. For INFJs, it's quality that counts, not quantity. Number 3. Stand up for others and neglect themselves. INFJs have a passionate desire to help people, so much so that it can take over every area of their life, including their relationships with friends and colleagues, as well as in romance. But it's very easy for this sensitive type to give way too much and put other people's needs before their own. Have you noticed how you can steadfastly stick up for another person's rights while struggling to speak up for yourself? That's the paradox of the INFJ. You need to set clear boundaries about how much you will give. And remember to keep some of that compassion for yourself. Number 4. Creative and rational. The combination of introversion, sensitivity, and empathy in INFJs creates a person who absorbs lots of information from the world and the people around them. INFJs are constantly processing this steady stream of details. Consequently, they need a way to release all that energy and express what they've learned in a meaningful and creative way. But INFJs are more than just dreamers. They are also practical, organized, logical people who enjoy thinking, analyzing, and studying complex ideas. As an INFJ, you can love playing with words and use your introverted intuition to create stories. But you can also love learning and have discovered a passion for science. INFJs can be both creative and rational, artistic and logical, writers and scientists. Number 5. Detail-oriented and big-picture thinkers. The minds of INFJs are always busy making sense of information, seeing patterns, forming theories, and creating ideas. As intuitives, INFJs are focused on the big picture. They like information that is abstract, conceptual, and future-oriented. They see possibilities everywhere and become absorbed in the way that disparate elements can connect. But they also care about the details of their vision and work hard to get it right. Whether they're writing a song or preparing a presentation. However, sometimes they get so caught up in the details of their ideas that they forget about the details of everyday life. Consequently, INFJs can spend hours tinkering with a sentence while forgetting to pay the electricity bill. Number 6. Perceptive and gullible. Ah yes, the G word. As sensitive, intuitive people, INFJs have a highly accurate sixth sense about others. Our finely tuned empathy means we can feel others' feelings, and yes, we know when they're not telling the whole truth. We have this ability to see through people's outward persona to the real person underneath. We are also experts at body language and can detect subtleties in tone of voice and language. This can make us appear almost psychic, at the very least, weird to people who don't have these abilities. Problem is, once we get to know someone, we can be stupidly gullible and overly trusting. Number 7. Quiet and passionate. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi describes 10 antithetical traits of creative people, many of which can be applied to INFJs, who are themselves creative. One of these is the tendency for creative types to be both full of energy and requiring a lot of rest. INFJs often appear as quiet, shy, and withdrawn individuals, but underneath that reserved exterior is a cauldron of ideas and passions, quietly bubbling away. INFJs are always thinking about their next project and feel a fiery enthusiasm about the causes that are so important to them. So while their dedication to the common good combined with their sponge-like ability to pick up information gives them an enormous source of energy, it also means they need long periods of rest and quiet time to reflect and recharge. Number 8. Smart and naive. According to Csikszentmihalyi, creative types are usually intelligent people, who also tend to exhibit a childlike manner. Children are often creative, and yet many of us lose that creativity when we get older. And perhaps that's because when we're young, we're given the freedom to play. Creativity is really about looking at things as if you're seeing them for the first time and making innovative connections. Creative people, including INFJs, have the ability to see things in this childlike way. Free from the constraints, judgments, and criticisms that often stop others from being creative as adults. A keen sense of curiosity, wonder, and fun can make you appear naive and immature. But it can also mean you're a highly creative person. Number 9. Playful and responsible. INFJs who are creative tend to have a playfulness about them. This quality leaves their minds open to experience, and consequently, to further creative endeavors. But this sense of play works in tandem with a dedicated responsibility to their work and to the people they work with. INFJs are committed to working hard and doing their best, especially on the projects that are part of their creative vision. The INFJ judging preference also gives them a drive to finish what they start and to be neat and organized. As an INFJ, Deborah Ward said that judging preference has given her the self-discipline to write books and articles. But she also has been known to laugh out loud while watching The Muppet Show. Especially episodes with her favorite character, Pepe the King Prawn. Number 10. Conservative and rebellious. Despite the stereotypical image of the rebellious artist, INFJs are like many creative people in that they embrace both tradition and novelty. According to Csikszentmihalyi, it would be difficult to be creative without appreciating what has gone before. But it's also important to take risks and try something new. It's often said that INFJs are hard to pick out of a crowd because they try to fit in and look like everyone else. But they are silent rebels, always working behind the scenes to change the status quo. To create works of art that will make people think, and to use their empathy, compassion, and vision to make the world a better place. So, was this video helpful? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and share with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Also, be sure to check our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.